Okay, today I got something fun for you. I haven't done anything records in a while, and I thought today would be an appropriate day too, considering it is Record Store Day. Basically, it's when a bunch of us record dorks go to the record store and buy a bunch of limited edition, fancy records. So I'll show you some of these ones we picked up today. So first one, it's Elton John, Live from Moscow, 1979. This was not one we were going to pick up originally, but we started looking into it and saw a little bit about it, and it's essentially it's a live album he recorded in Moscow, mostly just with him solo on a piano, and then Ray Cooper on percussion for the other half of the set. So it's like half of it's just him on his piano, the other half is with that Ray Cooper guy. So it sounded pretty cool. Apparently it was aired on the BBC back in 1979. And let's see if I can't pull this out here. A little sticky, brand new. But they were, these came on clear vinyl, so you can see there. So yeah, so Elton John, Live from Moscow, 1979. Second one I got was The Best of Townes Van Zandt. Singer-songwriter out of Texas. Again, mostly from the 70s, I do believe. One of my favorites. Listen to him. He's also featured on the movie Heart-Worn Highways with people like David Allan Coe and stuff like that. And you can see these ones. They call it Tiger's Eye. We thought it looked kind of more like tortoiseshell, but really cool vinyl there. And so yeah, so Townes Van Zandt, The Best Of. Get that one. And then this one was kind of cool too. It's the -5 Stroke album. Again, I did not really know much about this, or Stroke Manor, excuse me. The -5 Stroke Manor. I did not know much about this one, but apparently he's a longtime musician who had a stroke and kind of forgot everything he knew about music. And so he started writing a new album when he got out of the hospital and recorded it with the help of his friends. So it's a really cool looking album here. And you can see with this kind of like a brain scan kind of little sleeve here. I think it says on here. So yeah, so like some of the other people here, as you can see, Peter Buck from like R.E.M., Jeff Tweedy, Corin Tucker, some people I know, or not know personally, but I know their bands and their music. So yeah, I thought that was cool. The -5 Stroke Manor. So that'd be kind of a fun one to look up. And then I got this one for my nephew, Kool Keith, Complicated Trip. It has his, he's a rapper, and so these are some of his alter egos, Dr. Octagon, Black Elvis, and Dr. Doom. I've listened to all these. I'm quite familiar with him. But this is kind of interesting. And it has a whole bunch of fun stuff on here. So if you can see if I can get this to focus in. But yeah, so includes an animated etching, playable etching, and parallel grooves. So apparently one is like two separate grooves. So when you put the needle down, if you catch the one groove, it'll play the song, and if you catch the other groove, it'll play the instrumental. And then it has like a few etchings and then like some kind of animation around the outside. So when you play the record, it'll have like a little animation, like what's that, a zoetrope, I think they call it. But yeah, so I got this one for him, so that's why I'm not opening that one. And then for my brother-in-law, we got Bone Thugs and Harmony, E1999 Eternal. This is a double album. They said this is a limited edition pressing of 2000. Again, nothing real fancy about this one, super plain. But it's the limited edition first pressing, I guess I should say. But yeah, thought that was pretty cool. And then we got Charlie Parker with Strings alternate takes. It's just a jazz guy. I guess Charlie Parker with Strings was an album, and these are like the outtakes and B-sides or separate takes of them. And again, I'm not super familiar with jazz. My girlfriend knows more about this stuff than I do. But I do know Buddy Rich, so when I saw his name, I thought this would be kind of cool. So yeah, this one came on a nice kind of like sky blue kind of vinyl. I'll show you this one. So you can see, yeah, a lot of these, if you're not familiar with these, they come in like these fun colors and again, limited editions. So like a lot of these you can buy later on, but for Record Store Day, like a lot of times these are the only days you can get like the colored vinyl, or sometimes they'll have extra songs featured on them or extra singles and things. And then we got this Inside's Euphoria. Again, not a band we really had heard of before, but English band from like the 90s. kind of like a Brit-pop, dream pop kind of thing. Oh yeah, got that one. It was quite interesting. And then I got this one too for myself. It's Jeff Buckley in Transition. It's kind of like the early kind of demos, I guess, of like his songs. A lot of the songs from Grace, and it's just him on the guitar. Like I said, it's kind of interesting. You see kind of like his early rough kind of demos and like the studio and stuff of these, just recording these songs and some of the, just different lyrics and things he'd come up with for the finished products here. So, and then I'll just kind of put these back down here. And while we were there, we also picked up a few extra records, which I'll show you these ones. One of them, first one here, is A Twist of Lemmon. Jack Lemmon plays and sings. We had never known that Jack Lemmon was a musician. So we thought this was kind of cool. Let's pick this up like used. So this is not Record Store Day. This is just an old record we picked up. And then I also got Mariachi El Bronx III album here. This one is, I said it's one of my favorite bands. It's the side project of the Bronx, and they do mariachi style kind of music. And this one came in a really cool like orange vinyl. But yeah, so I got the second one, and I got the first one not on vinyl, but I got the first one. So I thought it'd be cool to pick up the third one. We're there. And then this one was kind of just a whim, kind of like this one. But Thom, Kunz, and Whitney Pearsall, Stars in the Black and Blue. Never heard of them, didn't really know much about it. But this one was a limited edition of 300. And kind of an interesting album. Kind of like indie rockish, I guess. But again, kind of really cool vinyl here. But yeah, these weren't really for Record Store Day. These are just some records we picked up while we were there. But yeah, so I just thought it'd be kind of fun. Like I said, I haven't done anything records in a while, and that'd be kind of cool to do. So that was our Record Store Day 2019 pickups. So that's it. Thanks.